Hey guys, it's Nate, aka the Foot Accountant. Welcome back to the channel. Honestly, what a time to be on FC 26. The World Cup is on. We've got cards upgrading to 99 with 5 playstyle pluses for that. We've got a brand new season pass with 5 playstyle plus FUTTIES cards inside of it, and a free premium season pass inside of all this content that we just got. Incredible evos, including silver icon evos and national pride cards that are going 95 plus in like every single stat category inside of the season pass. It is kicking off right now, guys. That is for sure. We have so much to discuss today, from yesterday's season pass that dropped to today's new Phenoms promo, bringing the first 98 rated promo card to the game. I know Lampard is out, but he's not eligible to be claimed for the next 4 weeks. This Lamine Yamal is 98 rated, and he's dropping into packs today. And this team of players, yes, it's all the youngsters, but EA have juiced a lot of the stats on these cards. We are truly getting into the end game season on this game. We're going to talk about all that, and of course, guys, the new tokens. We didn't get FUTTIES tokens yesterday because EA made a change with the token system that honestly makes more sense. They are coming today, and everything about FUTTIES tokens and the changes to FUT Champs tokens looks even better than it was in this last season. The rewards are going to be cheaper. They're giving us more tokens, making everything more affordable in that token store. Everything sounds good and great. We're going to talk about all that today and what to expect with the Phenoms promo, because it's going to bring us a whole lot more content, and that's probably going to shake up the market a little bit as well. I've still got some of my investments because these new cards are not customizable like these Glory Hunters are that are leaving packs. But we still got to take a look at some things. Let's talk about it, guys. If you're excited for this promo Friday, drop a thumbs up to the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now, guys, first of all, if you missed yesterday's double upload, crazy situation still going on in college football that pertains to FC 27 in terms of more microtransactions coming into this game, right? The typical EA stuff, but make sure you go and check that one out. I believe EA actually responded with some updates on college football. Not that I'm going to stay super in tune with that situation, but it does pertain to maybe more microtransactions at FC27. So I'm being careful as we head into that one, and we're going to have to keep that in mind for sure. But let's look at all of yesterday's content on Thursday, starting with this season pass. This was the last thing that we expected, or at least the last thing that I expected from this season pass, is the fact that EA would give us the opportunity to unlock the premium pass for free. But this has been something we've been asking about since season pass dropped on this game last year. At level 22, you have the generic premium pass token that unlocks the premium pass either right now for season 9 or season 10. Now, as somebody who opened that 1.2 million coin pack months ago to get season 7, 8, and 9, all premium passes bought for a little bit of a discount, I was first a bit taken aback to see that they've just given out the premium pass for free. But then when it was showed that you can save this for the next season, I was like, okay, that's not too bad. Now, I do wonder though, how do you save a token? Because usually these goes into your unassigned and you claim it, and then it redeems it for wherever you're at. So I don't know, maybe there's some sort of new technology that EA's implemented there with that one. But that is the biggest thing to know. Do not spend 500,000 coins on this season pass unless you want to save that token for the next season, which will literally take us to the very end of the game. But just a quick look through this season pass, guys. At level 1, we're starting off with some really good evos. Take a look at what we're doing here with a build your own national pride. Make your own national pride star is what it's called. Part 1 is here at level 1. Part 2 is at level 8. It's a max 94 evo that is going to absolutely go bananas. It gives you the national pride card design, and in the description it says that this evolution is going to upgrade your player to become a 5 playstyle plus superstar. So what this is kind of confirming is the playstyles lab at some point, probably during FUTTIES, is going to go to 5 playstyle pluses, and the stats for a lot of these cards that fit into this already look absolutely bananas. I've already figured out the card that I'm putting into this. I really thought about that Tim Ream, one of my Evo goats for the year, but I think it's got to be this Christian Eriksen. He already goes to 96 shooting, passing, and 97 dribbling. I think he's going to be the guy for me in that Evo, and that is at level 1. At level 8, you've got the second part of that evolution there. You've got a lot of other great evos that are inside of this pass, a lot of other tradable packs. I will say, whenever you have the option in the premium pass to take a pack or to take coins, I'd highly recommend taking coins at this stage of the game. There's a couple places in here where it gives you like 20 or 30,000 coins. Would highly recommend taking that. At level 7 in the premium pass, we've got this Zaire Emery with 4 playstyle pluses who looks really good. And the silver icon evos are back, man. I've got cards in my club that have been waiting for this. Rude Hullet, I see you. I mean, he only goes to 3 playstyle pluses, but what a card. 97 shooting and 96 dribbling for Rude Hullet. This Diego Armando Maradona that I did through the last Build Your Own Silver Superstar Evos is looking pretty crazy too. So that's not too many levels into the season pass, and that does look good. Now, I'm going to skip over a ton of stuff in here, but once again, guys, this is a very, very worth it season pass with all the cards that you do get in here with the packs, with the player picks. There's some tradable promo picks that are inside of here as well. You know, tradable promo packs as well inside of here as you get towards the end of the season pass. There's a Lucio with 5 playstyle pluses. Of course, that's one of the first 5 PS Plus cards. And then I do want to get to the very, very end here where we've got the choice at level 30 between Dalglish and a pack and Jarzinho and a pack. The only thing I have to say about this Jarzinho and the Dalglish is EA did not give them 5/5 and they did not give them enough base playstyles. We're looking at 5 playstyle pluses and only 6 base playstyles for both of these cards, which is a little bit underwhelming. I'm sure that EA is going to be leveling up the playstyles a little bit more, like 5 PS pluses and then maybe 8 base playstyles by the end of the game. But as of right now, those seem to be like maybe a slight bit behind the curve. You know, Whipped Pass Plus and Jarzinho, does he really have 5 playstyle pluses? Dalglish, you know, he has 5 legit playstyle pluses, but those are solid cards at level 30. That's one of those tradable UEFA winners and PTG picks that I was talking about in there as well. There's also 5 playstyle plus evolutions for Rapid Plus and for, I believe, Anticipate Plus in the season pass as well. So very, very good season pass. And I forgot to mention, if you get to level 30, you get the first carryover reward of this year. It doesn't say it. It'll kind of be behind this little message that my face cam is blocking right now, but it'll say that if you get to level 30, you will obtain and earn an 82x5 pack that is carryoverable or carryoverable. It carries over into FC27. The season is still glitchy, by the way. Every time I go into the season, actually every other time, like I'll click in once and it'll be fine, and then I'll click in again and it won't be fine. But there is a FC27 pack that is redeemable for getting level 30. Now, speaking of the season pass, as I log back in, there was this tweet that was going around yesterday of this guy that got to level 24 in the first, like, 6 hours of the season pass being out. And a lot of people were like, this is impossible, this is fake. I still don't know the answer to whether it is or whether it's not, but there was a couple of decent, shouts for how to get SP, of course, playing in the other modes like player career, manager career, pro clubs, and all that stuff. If you want to grind the SP, I think it's actually decently easy to get up to like level 9 or level 10 right now with the SP boost that is out there. And then also there are these 2 other versions of FC26 that you can buy. The Team of the Year edition gives, 5,000 season points right there. And then there's another version of the game, the World Cup version, that gives 3,000 SP points as well. So maybe that's how this guy got up to that level, is he paid like an extra $150 to get 2 new versions of the game just to get those rewards. That would be absolutely bonkers, but it is possible. Now, I do want to mention a couple more things about this season pass. There is a daily knockout tournament with unlimited entries. It's kind of funny. It says 99 entries per day. If you go into the For You modes section here, 99 entries per day, refreshes every single day. This is going to be one of the better modes to get evos done in because it's the short matches mode. And of course, when you're playing that Season 9 knockout tournament, you are progressing towards rewards of this Zubimendi. I think there's like a 90x5 that's available with him as well. Then there's a bonus reward for how many times you win the tournament. The packs aren't that crazy, but if you do want to grind it, there are some more packs there. Now, last but not least, we have inside of here more World Tour-esque type of cards. I guess it's more like the Maradona. I guess that's not called the World Tour. That was called the Journey of Nations, right? The Journey of Nations is still here. Maradona has not expired, but there's a future World Tour that has dropped. that Lampard is the group reward for, very similar to the Maradona. And we have the week 1 objective. It is out right now. Rio and Gamoa. This is a National Pride red version of Rio that you get plus an 88x5 and some SP for getting a few games done. Like, you don't need a FUTTIES tweet or a whole breakdown of what specific team to play with to get this objective done, guys. It is super duper easy. You just build your main squad, first owned players, Premier League players, and a left mid. 6 England players will probably take just a little bit of effort. That's the only thing that you have to do to get this Rio, to get the first week done towards this Lampard card, and to get some more packs and SP as well. 5 playstyle pluses on Lampard. How many base playstyles does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once again, but that is technically the first 98 rated card to be shown in game. So a whole bunch of objective content that dropped in here yesterday. There is one thing to notice though, and then I'll move on from objectives. Notice here that this Leonard Carl, the Ken Uzun, and the Junior Krupi are FUTTIES cards, and they don't have play style pluses or play styles showing on their cards. That means that FUTTIES will be customizable in the Playstyles Lab. I am just so curious now, when is the Playstyles Lab going to level up and allow us to put 4 PS pluses on cards? That is the big question I have now, because we have to be super duper close with where we're at in the power curve, getting into the silly season of the summer. So that's one thing that we're really looking out for some news on. EA did not confirm any of that yesterday. Now, through the rest of Thursday's content, we didn't have a whole lot else. The season was the main thing, and the objectives were definitely the most noticeable part of content. But we did have a new Evo called 5-Star Flare, which, as you would expect, gives you 5-star skills, a weak foot boost up to 4, and then some small stat boost all the way around. The stat boosts aren't that crazy, and it does give you a +1 overall, but it is a decent little chain Evo there. Now, quickly on to SBCs we go, where we had the final Glory Hunters player SBC, Voltamata, the Newcastle striker with 96 shooting. What's his penalty stat? Sorry, too soon. He's got 5-star weak foot, but only 4-star skill moves, 6'6", and maybe just a fun card to try. Like, honestly, 98 jumping, 97 heading, and being 6'6". If you ever wanted to try somebody with like precision header plus, just to try to score some headers, that might be a fun way to use this card. He's also 94 rated, so I think he would be able to fit into some Evos at some point during this season pass. There's a whole bunch of new Evos that are on Footbin, by the way, that are in the season pass. If you want to go tinker around with those, go check those out. So that's a pretty cheap SBC, 3 squads. I think it's like 80,000 coins. He may be a little cheaper than that if he was on the market, but it's pretty easy to get done. Also, we had throwback marquee matchups yesterday, and that was all of the SBC content. A little bit of a surprise, though, from yesterday's content was the fact that EA added another set of star performers in 2 packs from the round of 16 games. We've got Jude Bellingham, Erling Haaland with the hair down, Enzo Fernandez, Charles de Ketelaere for his goals against the U.S. men's national team, and Onahi from Morocco. Jude Bellingham's card looks crazy. Erling Haaland's looks pretty good as well, even though his Glory Hunters cards is a little bit better. Enzo Fernandez with the Relentless Plus, the Ketelaere with the Precision, maybe not as crazy. And if you're Moroccan, maybe that Onahi card is the one that you do want to use. Of course, these cards are super rare and super expensive, and they will only be in packs until Saturday, and then at Saturday content, they will go away. This is why we need the Playstyles Lab to update to 4 Playstyle Pluses so that we can, on all these star performers, start putting 4 Playstyle Pluses. Last thing to talk about from yesterday was we finally had a World Cup game again, guys. We had France-Morocco, speaking of Morocco, and France got it done. And that means Digne and Koundé both are going to be getting +1 upgrades. Digne's max price at 500,000 coins. I think Koundé is extinct as well at 2.8 mil. So these cards have definitely gone up in value, and they probably both, I would wait to sell them, at least if you have either of these two or both of these two. I would wait to sell until they get price range updates, which they should be getting. And then, maybe when they get updated to a 98 for Koundé and a 96 for Digne, they could dip a little bit in price, but I think I'd keep holding on to them. And then, of course, the opposite effect here for Brahim Diaz, going from 280K, 250,000 coins down to 130. He's rebounded back up just a little bit because that is a pretty good card for 140,000 coins, and now he's affordable, but that's what you expect. And of course, we got another big game today with Spain and Belgium on the pitch in another quarterfinals matchup. So watch out for that game. Watch out for those upgrades taking place tomorrow. Of course, the France upgrades will take place today on this game. Now let's keep things moving and look forward to today's new promo, Festival of Football Phenoms. It's a promo Friday. That means we expect pretty big things for content with these new cards coming into packs. And guys, these cards might be the content today that are coming into packs, because the stats that I'm seeing on this official league team that is coming today look pretty wild. I mean, this is looking very, very end game. Now, these cards are not customizable, but I hope they're packable. And I know that I say that every week, the pack weight matters so much, but it matters even more now, because if these cards are rare and hard to pack and super expensive on the market, people are just going to go back to the Glory Hunters and use those cards because they're super cheap and they're customizable, which is why I'm still holding on to some of my investments. But if the pack weight is good, it might be another one of those Friday nights where content cooks. These cards are the ones that everybody wants to use, and some of the rest of the market falls. But that is the key. What's the pack weight going to look like? Because tell me you wouldn't want to use one of these cards, especially in the top two rows here, if you pack them today. Look at that 98 rated Lamine Yamal, 98 pass and dribble, 97 pace. Endrick has 97 pace, 96 shooting and dribbling. Doué, 99 dribble, 97 pace, 96 shooting. Barcola, 98 pace, 97 shooting and dribbling, 95 passing. And this Yan Diomande card might be the best card statistically in the whole entire promo team. 98 pace and dribble, 97 pass, 96 shooting, 93 physical. He is better than Lamine Yamal, and he's 2 ratings lower. Sure, maybe the playstyle pluses aren't as meta because he doesn't have finesse. That is a disgusting card. If he's 5-star, 5-star, that might be the best promo card in this whole entire team. Now, you notice all of these cards have 4 playstyle pluses, and I think that's good. Balogun, Van de Ven looking very solid. O'Reilly looking very good as well. We go down to the 95 and 96 rated. They've still got 4 playstyle pluses on them as well. You've got the Moroccan Bawadi. You've got Tillman. Elliot Anderson looking pretty good. Oscar Bob looking very usable on the wing. Aleš Begovic. Gilberto Mora with his first promo card ever. Cherokee getting another promo card. But once you get to the 94 rateds, the bottom 2 rows of this team, you see only 3 playstyle plus cards. And that, of course, does make this promo team kind of look a bit more mid, because let's be honest, 4 playstyle pluses is where the power curve is at now. After the Glory Hunters cards allowed us to get 4 playstyle pluses on basically as many of them as we wanted to put 4 PS pluses on. But the thing is now, Evos are going up to max 94 rated in the season pass and in objectives, and 93s have already been fitting Evos. So most of these 93s and 4s, you will be able to Evo up if it's somebody you want to use, and you're able to pick them up. That Pavlovic had a really good team of the season. Those playstyle pluses are great for him. We've got Sidney Cabral, the magic finesse shot man from Cape Verde. He's got finesse plus. You'll love to see it. And this Siddiqui card might fly under the radar, but draw your attention to a 93 rated, 95 paced, 94 physical center mid with intercept, bruiser, and tiki taka. Add ping pass to that card, give him a passing and a defensive boost through whatever Evos are out now or whatever ones come out in the next couple of days. That looks like a really, really crazy card for a Premier League midfielder. So overall, I think this team is unique. I'll say that word once again, because the stats are looking really good and the players don't all the time get promo cards. I know there are some repeats in here, but there are some really interesting ones as well. I do think, once again, that it comes down to the pack weight. If these cards are super cheap, that might make some of the rest of the market drop a little bit. If they're kind of expensive and tough to pack, though, I do think that some of these Glory Hunters will continue to rise. We'll talk about the market a little bit more later. But if you're also like me at this stage of the game and you've got coins to spend, and you want to pack these new cards, we got to take a quick look at the store packs, because I will be spending some of my millions here in the store just to see if we can get one of those big cards like the Lamine Yamal or like that Diomande. We've got a couple of 96 and above guaranteed packs with the Up Next guarantee and the Born to Shine guarantee pack. Some other 95 plus Phenoms player picks as well. I don't know if there's going to be any tradable packs that have been added to the code here. We're going to have to see, or maybe dive in to the pack code a little bit more to find that out. But if those do get released, of course, it'll have the same effect probably that it did on the Glory Hunters, and those cards will drop off a lot. So we'll be watching the store closely, especially tonight on Friday. Of course, you want to buy the new cards and try them out in Foot Champs, but if they're going to drop like in half in a couple hours time, then you probably don't want to afford them. So the pack weight's really, really key tonight for the market and for how we feel about this promo, because those cards are looking pretty good. Now, SBC content that we're expecting today. Last week, we had some solid SBCs, right? We had some pretty good ones like the Jackson, the Konate, and Kimmich especially were very good. The Podolski is one that I got to get done in the next couple of days as well. The leaked SBC for today on a Friday night isn't looking as good, though. Compare this card to the promo team that we just looked at. His stats definitely aren't high enough. In fact, they're barely higher than his Team of the Season card. Yes, he's got 4 playstyle pluses. His Team of the Season only has 3, but Inventive Plus is what was added to this Yildiz card. 97 dribbling is good. Only 90 passing, 94 pace and shooting. Not quite cutting it compared to how that promo team looks. So that SBC may not be that good. There's a couple other names that are out there and leaked. Alex Freeman, Igor Thiago, Saliba, the Canadian Saliba, and Nusa have been leaked as well. These other names are going to be in objectives or national pride cards. I guess Joan Garcia could be an SBC as well, but maybe it's a week where the SBCs aren't going to be as good. We had this during the first week of Glory Hunters, where the Evos were better than the SBCs during week 1, and then in week 2 of Glory Hunters, the SBCs were a little bit better than the Evos. We might be on that week 1 trajectory where the Evos are better this week, but before we talk about Evos, I do want to mention a couple things about packs. The 84x10 SBC pack is expiring today. Could this be the first 85x10 regular that we get on the way to our unlimited 85x10 footies grind that will be here definitely during the summer? It always is. It's one of the key parts of the SBC grind during footies. I think it's possible that they upgrade us to an 85x10 today. I know we already have the 85x10 Summer Nations. You guys know, though, it is not the same. This is different. This will not stick around for forever. An 85x10 repeatable a couple times a day could. So watch out for that. I hope that comes out today. We've had the 84x10 for a super duper long time. Also, the 93 plus UEFA winners PTG and Star Performer pick is going to expire today. Would be nice if they made this a 1 of 3 94 plus, or maybe a 1 of 4 or 1 of 5 93 plus to make that a little bit more interesting. But SBC wise, I would expect something to come back there on the upgrade pack side of things. Now let's talk about evolutions, because every single Friday we've been getting these expensive Evos in the past couple of weeks that have been giving us the Glory Hunters card design, but they've been pricey because they've been giving us 4 playstyle pluses and some pretty big stat boost. We had Selhurst Samurai last week. We have no leaks for what we could be getting this week, but if we get another 4 playstyle plus Evo, I think it's got to be cheaper. I think it has to be, because we're creating 4 playstyle plus cards for a lot cheaper than 225,000 coins right now with these Glory Hunter cards. And I know that it gave the Glory Hunter cosmetic. I don't know if they're going to continue to do that during this promo and allow us to continue to customize cards here or there, or if they're going to give us the Phenoms card design. Who knows? There's no Evos that are leaked right now. I do believe that will change. Watch out for Foot Police's Twitter, Foot Agent's Twitter as well. And of course, as we get into the stream today on Friday, when we're live covering content and before the content actually drops, we'll be taking a look at the leaks to see if we are going to get a good Evo today. I hope we are, but it needs to be no more than like 100 or 150,000 coins if it's going to be a 4 playstyle plus boost and max 93. If they go to max 94, okay, maybe it could be a tiny bit more expensive than that. I don't think we're going to get a 5 playstyle plus Evo when we don't have any 5 playstyle plus cards in packs, only a couple of them in objectives. So I would think 4 playstyle pluses is where we would still be capped at there. Now, the biggest part of today's content and what's happening on this game might be in relation to tokens. Of course, yesterday with the new season, we were expecting the new token store for FUTTIES tokens to come out and the new FUTTIES tokens to be in game, but they were not dropped. And EA explained why on their website post with this new season. They said to give players more time to spend tokens they earn throughout the week, the FUTTIES token store will now go live on Friday and refresh on Fridays instead of Thursdays, giving players time on Thursday to claim and spend tokens earned through Rivals rewards is the way that that's kind of breaking down. I actually like this because now, after having this token system for 5 weeks now, it does make sense that we would have a token store refresh on Fridays, because every time you were playing Division Rivals, you had to think mentally, okay, I'm playing Rivals, but these tokens are going to count for my next week of the weekly limit. It just makes sense that you're going to play your rewards, you play your games, and get your rewards to count for that week. Like, what else in the grand scheme of life resets for a new week on Thursdays? Not too many things, right? Like, stuff resets on Sundays, maybe Mondays, right? That's like the beginning of a new week. Well, Fridays are kind of like the FIFA week or the FC Ultimate Team week because that's when we get new promos and new stuff comes out. So I actually think that this makes sense. Now, they're also giving us more tokens, and that's going to mean that the rewards will feel cheaper. Listen to this. We've also increased the amount of tokens available in rivals and squad battles across every tier, with additional token and non-token rewards in higher rivals divisions to make climbing the ladder more rewarding. So they're giving more tokens, and they're also giving more packs or player picks or coins in those higher divisions as well to make it feel like you're not just playing for tokens, you're playing for some tokens and some packs as well. I like that. They're keeping the weekly limit at 1,000 per week, but notice what they said up here. While marquee offers will still remain a part of the token store, marquee offers being like these 2,500 token icons that were in the Festival of Football store, most packs, Evo consumables, and players will be featured in a weekly refresh, will be obtainable for less than the maximum number of Footies tokens that a player can earn in the same week. That means that most of the rewards that we're going to be getting refreshing weekly will be 1,000 tokens or less. I like that because I'm sitting here with my Festival of Football tokens that I've spent every week on like the 94x3 packs, and I don't know where else to spend them. Sure, I could do this Evo, but now it doesn't look that great. Sure, I could do this Evo, but it doesn't look that great. I might just end up doing some player picks, right? So I like that because that gives us the incentive, that gives me the incentive to spend my tokens every single week because it sounds like I'm going to have more options. So I like that, but it gets even better with the Champs tokens. As we talked about in yesterday's video, Champs tokens are being given out at a flat rate of 100 tokens per FUT Champs win. So no longer are you missing out on 150 or 200 tokens by losing one game or by not winning one game of Champs. Like that was the difference between getting 12 and 13 wins, which I mean, I haven't gotten 12 wins with this new token system that is out, but I got 11 wins and I was like, oh man, only 700 tokens or 750. Whereas if you get 12 wins, it was 900. Now you get 100 tokens per win, and the player rewards inside of the Champs token store are going to be cheaper. Listen to this. Based on feedback, the token costs for player items have been reduced. In Season 9, players will only need 3 wins in Champs to earn enough tokens for a player item. So that means 3 wins in Champs will get you the red cards that will be in the Champs token store. We're talking about the Cole Palmer that has been leaked to be in the Champs token store. We're talking about this Smith. We're talking about Tonali, Conceição, who are cards that, at least when I saw them in the token store in the past couple of weeks, you had to decide, especially if you were getting 9 or 10 wins in Weekend League or somewhere around there, am I going to spend all my tokens and just play my entire Weekend League to get one card? Or am I going to, do some packs or do some player picks and split up my token rewards? And even for some people, it was hard to get the 600 tokens to get these cards, maybe saving up over multiple weeks. And then, of course, these players refresh every week. So you couldn't play Weekend League 2 weeks in a row to get one of these cards. I love this change. I like making the players more obtainable. Hopefully they don't make them worse. Of course, if there's still going to be National Pride red cards, they'll only be able to go to 3 Playstyle Pluses until the Playstyles Lab upgrades. But I think that is a W change, and I am a big fan of that. Also, they said rank 1 to rank 3 will be earning additional non-token rewards on top of their Champs tokens as well. So they're making the Champs tokens rewards cheaper, the players cheaper specifically, and they're giving us more tokens there as well. I like the sound of that. That's more motivating for me to play FUT Champs, knowing that I'm going to have more tokens, because if the players are getting cheaper, some of the packs and player picks that we looked at in yesterday's video, they're going to be in here like 94 and 95 plus Phenoms picks. Like you might be able to get 9 wins in Champs, get your 900 tokens. You could take 2 players and still open maybe like a guaranteed promo pack with a couple of guaranteed players, or you could take one of the guaranteed players. Like I'm definitely going to take Sandro Tonali, my new Spurs number 6. Maybe he'll be number 6. We'll see. But I'm definitely going to take him. But I actually have tokens left over to maybe do like a 93 plus, 94 plus, maybe a 95 plus Phenoms pick that'll be here in the token store for like 500 tokens as well, or 600 tokens to take me up to my 900 tokens that I would have in total. So I really, really love the sound of that. Once again, guys, you do not have to spend your Festival of Football tokens. They are not like going away. They're not going to disappear. The token store is still going to be here. All of the Festival of Football tokens that you still see in this game that are available to be earned. Like in the campaign tab here, you still got 40 from the Glory Hunters week 2. Excuse me. You got the weekly rush points here, which give 100 festival football tokens as well. Any festival football tokens that you still see, you can still earn. But in other places today, you will start seeing those Footies tokens, and you'll be able to start earning those as well. I think right now in Rivals Rewards, it shows the festival of football tokens. It does. But as you can see here in a Division 2 reward upgrade, it gives me 600. Those are going to transfer and change over to Footies tokens today because again, originally in the last season, it was 400 tokens for 24-point reward upgrades, and now that's up to 600. So that kind of reflects what EA talked about with increasing the number of Footies tokens that will be available from the game mode. So I like everything that I'm hearing around the whole updates to the token system that will be happening today. We're going to have to see what other rewards are dropped in the token store today to see what is going on there. Now, let's end off the video with a quick little bit of market talk. I bought Erling Haaland for 1.9 mil. The bro is 1.7. You know why I got cooked here? He got a new card. It's customizable. It's not as good because it doesn't have 99 shooting, but it's another version of Erling Haaland with very similar stats, and it's also about the same price. So that is why that card is down. I'm going to hold the line there just to see that one out. I still have all the Nico Williams that I bought for 250 to 240,000 coins. He's up to 275 to 280. Nuno Mendes is like back down again to 400k flat. These cards yesterday kind of dropped into the later evening time, like during the World Cup game. I'd pick these up. I really would. Doesn't look like the SBC content's going to slap today. You know, maybe some people were spending 500,000 coins in the season pass yesterday when they didn't realize that they didn't need to. And that's part of the reason why the prices dropped. But then when you look at Team 1, other cards ain't dropping. Courtois is up to 180,000 coins. And like I said, I still think that these Glory Hunter cards have a lot of demand and a lot of people want to use them because they are fully customizable up to 4 PS Pluses. And their prices are pretty cheap, and that customization is what we do love. So if the Phenoms are super cheap today, I could see the Glory Hunters dropping, as I kind of mentioned before. I'm still got the Declan Rice here. I'm still actually holding on to all the James Rodriguez that I bought for 150 to 160,000 coins as well. I feel like I'm holding a lot of investments at the moment, which is not what I usually like to do into a promo Friday. But I might just chance it today. Ooh, 215 now for James Rodriguez. I was hoping that maybe tonight he'd go up a bit more. But like, look at this card compared to the Yieldies. This card is clear of that Yieldies SBC, and he's been in the game for multiple weeks. I don't know. I might sell this card just to cash it out and take my profits there because I have like a whole bunch of him. But I think I'm going to hold some of these cards as well, especially the Glory Hunters, because I believe that some of those cards could rise tonight. We will see what happens today on Friday. Make sure you come by the Twitch stream. We'll be streaming once again after we didn't stream this whole entire week. It's going to be a fun next 2 days of streams as we get this new Phenoms promo today. I've got to do some pack SBCs to stock up for this promo tomorrow. And I got to get cranking on SBCs because I am behind. And I got to get some gameplay going. All right. But it's a promo Friday, which means the content should be leveling up as well. I'm so curious to see the token stores today at content for the Footies token store and then an hour after content for the Foot Champ store. So make sure you come by the stream on Twitch or here on YouTube as well. And make sure you drop a subscription here, sub up so you don't miss any videos, drop a follow on Twitch if you watch the streams over there so you don't miss any of the streams. And I will see you guys today on a stream. Have a great Friday. Have a great start to your weekend. Good luck in your Foot Champs as we all chase tokens. I'll see you guys there. It's been Nate, the FUTTIES. Have a great start to your weekend. Peace out.